What's up guys, thanks for being back on the channel. I know it's been a while, but I was so busy and was so enjoying just flying instead of recording videos and uploading and all that stuff. But I'm back because I'm excited to do some more videos again. I changed a lot of my setups in the last couple months, so I also did some optimization on my workbench and like editing styles and all that kind of stuff. So the first mod or special video I want to show you, it's gonna be a couple of them, is the amazing, the unreal, the really needed LED push button mod for FPV Goggles. Oh damn, I'm moving out of the camera the whole time. It's gonna be a quick video, super easy to install, but amazing feature. You just push that little button, you have a sexy blue LED and your goggles are turned on. So then you push the button again and your goggles are off. You can leave the battery plugged in, no big deal at all. And it's good for people that fly with ground station because you don't have to fiddle with all these two ports here, plugging it in and out the whole time. It took me like 10 minutes to install it. It was also the first time for me. The LED push button you get on Amazon, I put the link in the bio below. And it's 10 bucks. So let's get started with the video and bam. So let's get started. The thing is, we wanna install this cool looking power on off button with the LED thing here in front of it in our FPV goggles. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is you take out that one side cover here and you can lay it aside for now. Then you need to open this bottom screw here and you need to push your goggles a little bit. Now let's get this one out here. There's one screw that holds the distribution board here. So you lay that aside, then you open your goggles just a tiny hair so you can wiggle that board out here. So I'm also doing that for the first time, and I just figured out it helps if you loosen that faceplate a little bit so you can open the goggles a little bit more up, and then you can get the module out. Be careful with those cables here, just unplug them carefully so you have access to the board. So the next step will be, you can lay your goggles aside, you keep the power board there. The next thing is you will need to drill the hole in here, and the best way I figured out, because you need the exact location so it fits in there later, you don't need to measure. If you can see, I don't know, it's hard to see, but there's a little slightly circle in here. If you just hit the center and drill the hole there, you should be good to go. Okay, let's get the switch prepared first. Next step is you need to shorten those tabs here a little bit because they are long, so the switch will not fit in there. You can just carefully clip them off like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, now we got it much shorter. So the next thing you wanna do, you wanna prepare your wires. I got red, white, and black. So I'm just gonna cut them to length. So you can keep them for now with that length and you can cut them later. So the next step will be you just tin your tabs. So we need the rear big one. We need this. For the white wire, this needs to be exposed a little bit more. roughly like this, because you both have to connect them like this. And let's get some solder on here. So I'm also doing that mod for the first time now, and so you can see all the experience I'm making with it. So you need to connect these both together, also 90 degree. There we go, done wiring. A reason why we installed all wires on one side is so when you place your button later in your board, they're all facing directly to the right side, and you don't have any wires laying around. So let's modify the board and then solder the switch on. First step is you want to drill the hole for the button later on in the plastic cap. I just mounted my little portable vise and clamped it in here. Don't tighten it too much since it's only plastic. And I got one of those drill bits, so it's a 5/8 and it fits perfect for the button. And in Europe it's 15.8 millimeters, so you're good with a 16 millimeter drill bit. And yeah, let's get it open. As I told you earlier, here's a little circle in the middle. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but if you hit exactly the center in there, you should be good to go for your button to be centered. Go. There we are. Perfect center hole here. Look at that. Looks pretty slick. Okay, let's go back on the bench. So we are now ready to modify the main board here. And what you want to do, you want to cut off that connector here. But be really careful, so because it's super thin, and you just take a pair of pliers and try to break the connection, but do it super carefully. We're gonna make sure they don't have contact anymore. So now we're good to get our soldering going. So the first step is we need to tin all the parts we want to solder on. Just want to put some solder in the back of that thing here, connector, like this. Should be good to go. Like this. We can run the wires through our plate here, our cover, just like this. Oh my god, it looks sick, black on black. I really liking it. And now we need to run the little lock nut. Just move it over there, screwing it together. So it's mounted now, and I love how like flush it sits, so that's pretty good. Lock nut is installed. Now let's go to solder the wires to the board. There you go. Now you connect it to the rear of the connector where your battery goes in, just like this. So now the white wire goes here to the first pad, and then the black wire goes to the second one. Get it installed there. So now we have get it back in here. So like all the wires are super short, should be not in the way. And then as you can see, since we drilled that hole perfect in the center, It sits kind of perfect in there if it's installed later, so nothing should be in the way. All right, let's get it installed on the goggles and see if it works. So we got now everything soldered together. Now it's time to finally assemble it and test it out. I think the best way is to get the module in there first and then put the cover on. And make sure your button is straight. Pop it in there. There we go. So overall that took me now like 10 to 15 minutes to figure everything out, but it looks super nice and clean, and I'm ready to try it out now. Plugging it in, pushing the button, light is coming on, and there we go. Thanks guys for watching, and see you in the next one.